Hi guys, here we are, beautiful morning down at Chrissy's Beach in Adelaide. Enjoying this perfect spring weather. It's absolutely gorgeous, a little bit overcast, but it is dead still. So what I want to talk to you about today is corrections in the market. Everyone gets so scared. Is it going to be a recession? Is the sky going to fall on our heads as in a real estate perspective? So, it's a really interesting time for me, because if you take words from the great Warren Buffett when it comes to investing, the best time to buy is when everyone is selling. So how does this apply to real estate? Well, I think when it comes to a correction, people get scared. Not as many people can borrow money, especially in today's correction, in what we're going to go through in the next year or two. And that's mainly come about because of the Royal Commission into the banks. And so lending is going to get tighter and less people are going to be able to borrow. Now, you might say, well, that sounds like a bad time to sell. But ultimately, if you're buying and selling in the same market, it doesn't really matter. So when we actually go into that market and you set yourself up to sell, what the whole idea is we're going to be able to buy the property that you need moving forward in your life over the next 10 years at a better price with less competition in the market. Now, that to me sounds like a really appealing thing, because there's nothing worse than going out and finding your dream house, the one that you really want to buy, and 30 other people want it at the same time too. This way, you're going to be able to have a chance to negotiate a decent price and be able to get a better selection from better stock levels on the market, which I think gives you a better chance of getting the house that better suits your needs, instead of being forced into something that you can afford because there's that much competition in the market. It's a really interesting time. So that's one of the ways that you can capitalize on what I think will be one of the best markets we've seen in a very long time for those looking to transact. The other way that I think a lot of people are going to be able to capitalize on this market is those people that like real estate investing. Now, investors will say, well, if the market's going to go backwards, that's bad. Well, no, because once again, I think there's going to be more properties on the market available at better prices, which means we're going to be able to select better properties for your portfolio to make sure that over the next 10 years to 15 years, they are going to really exceed on the capital growth front. Now, I think Adelaide is really poised very well for capital growth. Now, it might not be immediately, but what we've seen is rapid rises on the eastern seaboard, and that's caused things to be a little bit overcooked. And we haven't had that here in Adelaide. We haven't had that rapid growth. We have a much lower median house price, which is much more stable. And so with the infrastructure that's been put in by the government, with improvements to rail links and light rail and the South Road work that's going on down there, the South is very well poised to capitalise on future market growth. So I think it's a really great time to be looking around and finding properties that you think are going to increase in value over the next 10 to 15 years. So there's two of the ways that I think we can really capitalise on this market correction. It's a positive thing for real estate. It means things get reset and means that prices become more reasonable and better products can be bought for better prices. So in this market, don't be scared. I think the key thing that people have got to do is get some great advice about how their situation and how they can capitalise on this market. And to do that, all you need to do is talk to someone that is in the know. My name's Scott McFarlane from Again Real Estate. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon.